All right, so I'm gonna keep cloning the color switch game using Unity. Now sharing my screen. Right, you guys should be able to see it now. And let's see what we have so far. I'm going to press play and show you that we have pretty much all the elements we need. We have the stars to increase the points, and we have the round circles for the color switcher. Now, the stars are working, so we're getting the points. We also have the game over, but it's not completely working. We do have the star and the points that getting up, and a lot of different shape. Now, something else I want to work on is to be able to switch the actual color of the ball, and by using the color switcher object. And to do that, we need to actually create the logic to do this. So inside of the color switcher, I'm going to add a new component, and I'm going to call this one color switcher script, or new script. Okay, color switcher script, create and add. All right, now I'm going to open it with MonoDevelop or Visual Studio. And I don't need the start or the update, so I can just remove them for now. And what I want to do is make sure that when it collides, when this gets triggered with the ball, then we get to change the color. So I'm going to go into trigger script and just copy and paste the on trigger enter, because it's going to be very similar. So I'm going to copy this, go to the color switcher script, and paste this method. Now, I don't need this inside, all right, but I do need to check if we are colliding with the player. By the way, if you want that to work, you have to add a collider on the box, right? On the switcher. So go to Unity and make sure that your color switcher has a box collider. I did add one, and I actually see it. I see it around the green area, but if somehow you don't have one and it's not this trigger, it's not going to work. So make sure you add that. Cool. Now that this is done, let's go back to the color switcher script and put the logic. So the logic is actually going to be very similar to the checkpoint, in the sense that we're going to call a method to change the color, and this method will be in the manager references. So I'm going to copy the code here and just paste it here, or I could just type it, but I just want to save some time. Now, we don't have an increase score method that we don't want here. What we want is call the reference and do dot. So we're going to create this new method, switch color, or switch player color. And then we're going to put a color number. So it could be an int here. Okay, so let's put color, and then we need one. Now, where are we going to find that? So this color needs to come from somewhere, right? And we can create an array here that has the colors that are the allowed colors. So public color, that's an array, allowed colors. Okay, so the next color will be random. So we don't really know which one it is going to be. The only reason we will be able to tell is by picking one from the allowed color. So let's pick one from there and do int index is equal to random dot range, and the range would be from 0 to the allowed colors dot count, dot length because it's an array, -1 because it's inclusive. Cool. So we have a random index, and now we can say color, new color is equal to, now we can do new color, and here it's going to be equal to allowed colors, and here we're going to put the allowed color, which would be new color. Now, which will be at the index, so allowed color at index. Cool. So we have the new color. Now, do we want a color or do we want just an index? Because check this out. If you go to the manager references, we have an index here. So we probably want an index as well. It's up to us at this point. Okay, so I'm going to go with an index. It's probably easier to use this index, these indices here. So I'm going to change this to an indices. So that would be the enum. The actual name is color used. So I'm going to use that. Color used, allowed colors, cool. And this would be color used, new color, allowed colors at index. Cool. Now, switch player color does not exist, but that will be at new color. Okay, so let's create the switch player color. That's going to be inside of the refs, which is the manager references. All right, so let's go to the manager references and create that all the way down. Public, void, why public? So that I can access it through the other script. Switch player color, and here we need player color used, and let's call it new color. Cool. And now what we want to do is say that the ball takes this color. So the ball needs some kind of a method to switch color. So we can take the ball. So we have a reference to the ball right here. If you guys remember, we have a player sphere, and that's the ball. Player sphere. However, to change the color, we need to use the renderer, right? And to use the renderer, if you take a look inside of Unity, look at the player ball, which is the sphere here. We have the sphere and we have the actual color of the sphere. But what we want to do is not just change that, but also change the color from the script. But before I want to do so, I want to fix a couple of things here so that you guys can see that. So I'm going to save that, go to the color switcher, and the switch player color now is good. All right, so let's double check if we don't have any errors first. Okay, so I'm going to go to the console and see if we have any errors or not. Do we have any errors? It seems to be okay, cool. All right, so we don't have any errors. So if I click on the sphere, you'll see that we know what color we're using because we have the sphere color right there. And we also have the player script here. Cool.